Episode 18, what are we talking about today? Today I want to remind you, even encourage you, to be uncommon. And remember, what are we here to do on this podcast? We're here to laugh, educate, motivate. We're about to do that right now. Here we go, people. Appreciate you. Come on in. Appreciate you guys stepping outside the box from Mike Terry. This is episode 18. We 18 deep. 18 deep. That almost sounded sexual. It wasn't intended. All right. Appreciate you guys for joining us today. I'm here with Mike. Big shout out to Mike, the MVP, the Swiss Army knife, the jack of all trades. Here with me. Appreciate you guys, man, joining us. Anybody who's new, anybody who's been here since day one, thank you guys. Thank you for your support. Appreciate the fact that you guys enjoy the videos. Thank you for the comments as well. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Going to keep things going. This one, I believe, is going to be a little short. We're going to get right into it, man. I grew up in the 90s, man. I grew up in the 90s. Where, yes, we used to run outside and play. You know what I mean? You would make friends with the neighborhood kids. But there were sometimes you couldn't go outside. You know what I mean? Whether it was a rainy day or you were on punishment. So sometimes you had to make entertainment inside the house. You know? I don't know if anybody else was like me, but I found out that you could play basketball inside the house. If you don't know what I'm talking about, here's an example. Come on, D up.
Yeah.
You good?
What's wrong?
I think I tore my CDL. I want to say thank you to my nephew. Nephew was in there, Jay Leak. Appreciate him. You know what I mean? Helping me with that sketch. Shout out to my mom. She was on camera duty. I'm low-key trying to get on some Wayne's Brothers stuff. You know what I mean? I'm trying to incorporate the family just a little bit. Just a little bit, at least. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, I know I ain't the only one who grew up doing that. You know what I mean? Playing basketball, you walk through the hallway, you hit the top of the freaking, you know what I mean? Whatever that is. I don't know. I still don't know the name of it. The top of the freaking wall or whatever. You know what I mean? All right. I want to let you guys know, want to encourage you, motivate you to be uncommon. What does that mean? That doesn't mean you live in a mansion and you have a whole bunch of money and all that. That just means don't drink the Kool-Aid. You know what I mean? You don't have to go along with the masses. You don't have to go in the same direction. If everybody running this way, that don't mean you got to run this way. You could run that way. It's a whole different direction. Whole different direction, man. Think for yourself. You know? Be your own man. There's a term, be your own man, you know? Basically, the point of what I'm saying is you don't have to do what everybody else is doing, you know? I think we're all created with a purpose. We all have our own purpose, you know? Whether it's you have the same purpose as somebody else, nobody can do exactly what you are put on this earth to do the way you can do it. Let me say that a little bit better. Nobody can do what you are meant to do the way you can do it. Yes, there are a bunch of other nurses, right? There are a bunch of other nurses in the nursing home, but only you have that extra layer of empathy. Only you are patient the way you are patient. Some people just got, I believe, another level of grace. You know what I mean? Some people are more merciful. You know what I mean? Like, I understand sometimes we all need a job. You know what I mean? I think sometimes, but I talked about this in a joking way, and it's kind of a joking way, but it is serious. I think some people are working the wrong jobs. You know what I mean? motherfuckers at McDonald's, man. Not everybody should be doing customer service, man. I'm sick and tired of getting a free attitude, is what I'm saying. I didn't pay for it. It wasn't on the menu. I don't want it. You take it back. You know? I get it, though. Everybody, you need a job. What I mean by being uncommon is find out what your purpose is. Find out exactly what you are put on this earth for. And pursue it. Pursue it. That's what I mean by being uncommon. Don't walk the beaten path. And all of a sudden, I don't know the rest of that phrase. There's a freaking saying, but the point is, don't do what everybody else is doing. Think for yourself. Be your own person. You know what I mean? Don't just be a follower. Be a follower of Christ. Yes, I'm a Christian. I'm definitely going to encourage people. I do understand that everybody believes different things. You know what I mean? So, just want to encourage you, man. You know what I mean? Find out, especially, if you're anybody who's young, but sometimes it's not just young people. Sometimes you could be 45 and not really know exactly who you are. You know what I mean? I would encourage people, find your quiet place. Talked about this on recent episodes, finding peace and quiet. Find your quiet place. Like, I'll give you a little bit of an example. Like, certain times I like to, I work at Amazon, right? And we get like 2 breaks. We get 2 30-minute breaks. The first break, I like to eat. The second break, I literally like to just go find peace and quiet. So there's like certain stairwells and stuff like that. I know that I won't be bothered. And I'll just literally, it's so quiet. Even though you open the door and it could be noisy, there's certain places where you can find some peace and quiet. You just breathe, take deep breaths, you clear your head and stuff like that. Like, especially as I hear, I hear comedians say, "Men, we can be simple creatures. We can just enjoy thinking about nothing." You know what I mean? But I'm sure, I think that I know there's truth to that. But yeah, I just want to encourage you, man. Do that. Get to a place where you can have some peace and quiet, whether it's your car, whether it's a park, whether it's your room, whether, you know what I mean? Go search. I'm sure you got ideas as soon as I said quiet place. You know what I mean? And just really ask yourself those questions, man. Really ask yourself those questions, and especially when you are by yourself and it's just you with you, you have no reason to be ashamed. You have no reason to be embarrassed. It's just you. You know what I mean? I think some people are whether hesitant or afraid to be honest with themselves because they don't know what they'll find out or maybe certain things you're not trying to face. But especially when it comes to finding out who you are, finding out what you enjoy doing, it's a must. I think everybody wants to be happy, not just if you want to be happy. I think everybody wants to be happy or wants to be, wants to have joy and peace, Try different things. Try different things, man. You might like golfing and you didn't know that until you tried golfing. You might like going to a trivia night. You know what I mean? Whether it's because of people who are there, whether because it's because the challenge, you know what I mean? You might like bowling. You might like playing soccer. You might like playing poker. You might like just get out there and try different things, man. It's okay to step outside your comfort zone. This is stepping outside the box. Stepping outside the box. For anybody who doesn't know why this is called step out, outside the box, this is literally outside of my original comfort zone. You know what I mean? As a person, especially as a comedian, you know what I mean? I usually keep to myself, and I'm sitting here, talking to people, you know what I mean? Encouraging people, you know what I mean? Motivating people, making people laugh, educating them, instead of just keeping all this stuff to myself. Even letting you know a little bit, more and more about myself and about my journey and stuff like that. And with the intent that it could benefit others, you know what I mean? So outside the box, as well as a stand-up comedian. We think outside the box, you know? And also, you know, this is a podcast where I don't want it to be just a traditional comedians podcast. I want to be able to be free to do a lot of different things. Of course, sketches and stuff like that. We might one day be on the street doing, you know, personal interviews. Who knows? I just don't want to be constricted to a basic comedians podcast, is what I'm saying. So, be uncommon, people. As far as your purpose, how do you find your purpose? I like what Steve Harvey said. He said, your purpose is the thing that you do exceptionally well, very, very well, with the least amount of effort. The version of that definition that I got as a kid in middle school, when somebody told me, they said, you find a thing that you love to do, something that you would do for free, and then you find a way to get paid for it. That's how you live a happy life. That's how you live a purpose-filled life. That's how you find your purpose, you know? For spiritual people, you could. I think it's the purest way is if you have faith in God, you pray, you ask God to reveal it to you. You know, I know that may seem super hard. It may seem whether it be bland or impossible. I understand not everybody has the same level of faith. I get it. Not everybody believes. I'm not, trying to be super pushy, but I'm not gonna. If I know an answer, I'm not gonna just try not to tell you because it would make you more comfortable. So yeah, I want to encourage people, man. Be uncommon. Be uncommon, man. Think for yourself. All right, people. Appreciate you guys watching, man. Just wanted to give you a quick episode with intent. Make sure, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like the video. Give it that thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, C2CND Radio. Excuse me. Make sure you click the notification bell so you can be notified the next time we post a new video, episode, sketch. Also, make sure you share this video to anybody who could use a laugh, people who could enjoy or benefit from the education in this video, or more importantly, share this video to somebody who use some motivation. Also, throw some comments in there if you enjoyed the sketch. If you also grew up doing that, playing basketball in the house, I want to hear back from you. I'm interested to hear back from you. And most importantly, give yourself a round of applause. Because at the end of the day, you just stepped outside the box. Peace.